What's up, fam? I'm JB Black CEO, and welcome to Black CEO Media 2.0 out here in America, though. Let's get the date real quick. Today it is Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. Out here in America, breaking news. R. Kelly rushed to the hospital over an alleged overdose. Let's read this real quick. But let's get to the point, though. Let's get to the point real quick, okay? Let's read this again. This article right here is I'm a Fox News, is already trending that allegedly R. Kelly um, was hospitalized after a near fatal overdose in prison. And, he just came out and said something that the prison was trying to get him. That's what the attorney was saying, though. All right, let me just get directly to the point right here. I want to show something right here. Let's see. Let's get down here to it. Let's get right here. I'm going to pull this up and make this big. This the troubling thing right here. I know to his supporters. I seen some people say, "Oh, he trying to." Hey, that's a good one that he trying and he trying. Some people saying R. Kelly trying this to get up out of that though. At the hospital, Mr. Kelly learned that he had been administered an overdose quantity of his medications that threatened his life. He required hospitalization for 2 days to treat it. Okay, let's read it again. At the hospital, Mr. Kelly learned that he had been administered an overdose of quantity of medication, that he was administered a quantity of his medication that threatened his life. Now, what nurse or doctor down there at the prison, or whatever, that's in charge didn't pay none attention? Real quick before we go. If you're new here, before we get going, if you're new here, you like what you're hearing, and you come in after this, make sure you subscribe, hit like, hit that notification button. So when I do go live or drop a video, you get the notification. And guess what I do here? I bring you the truth and not the damn juice, because the juice is a little too messy. Get it on your clothes. It's hard to come out. Let's get back to it. This the piece right there that's troubling for me. Like, ooh, boy, he wasn't lying. They trying it, y'all. They trying to do it. They trying to do it. If you ask me, though. Now, I have a family member that's currently incarcerated and has been for maybe the last 5 years or whatever. And it got to a point with this cousin right here. He felt that he wasn't getting the correct medical treatment here in North Carolina. And guess what we did? Me and him did. He said, look, cuz I need you to become my power of attorney, okay? Due to the fact he don't have an attorney, we didn't have an attorney to sit here and watch him. He's been sentenced and all of this right there, though. But it's like, look, I need you to help me, cuz he came to me, my family member said, look, I need you to help me. This guy is on heart medicine, blood thinners. My cousin that is currently incarcerated, and he came to me, on another level, not like a superstar, but he was like, I need you to help me while I'm in here. Okay, I do my time or whatever, but I need you to help me. You know what I'm saying? You need to become my power attorney. That way you can help me with my medications and stuff, because they're not giving me my medications. And I tell them I need to go to hospital and they don't believe me or whatever. This is what me and my cousin came up with not long ago. Okay, R. Kelly situation at the hospital. Mr. Kelly learned that he had been administered an overdose quantity of his medications that threatened his life. He required medical hospitalization for 2 days to treat it. But to me, hey boy, oh man, let me go back down here. That way we can see that's what we're talking about right there. R. Kelly hospitalized after near fatal overdose in prison. Attorney claims it was a plot to unalive him. As we know, what was that, maybe 2 weeks ago, where the attorney came out and said R. Kelly said that, hey, they was trying to get him, trying to have another guy to do something to him in there. So, and then that other guy is already sick, allegedly, and that other guy be able to go home, get early release if he do something to R. Kelly. And, it's a lot of people out there damn near rooting for something to happen to that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Me, what I'm going to do here at Black CEO Media, I'm going to just report it. And what I'm going to do is break it down and stay neutral, though, and show you some things that is like, say, for instance, wrong. We'll show what's wrong, what's right. We're not saying that the brother R. Kelly is just this angel. And I'm not saying that he's just this demon also. But the process is what I'm pointing out, though. You know what I'm saying? Even a murderer or whatever you want to call a person that's in prison still has rights. This right here is kind of scary and spooky to me right here, But one thing about it, this guy, R. Kelly, has a big support, I mean, fan base that's still strong to this day that support him. And he also has the people that don't care for him and sadly, wishing for his demise, and but this right here is concerning, to me, to see this guy come out and say, hey man, they trying to do something to me. And then, 2 weeks later, you look at this right here. And like I say, it's troubling. It's very troubling when I look at this right here. Let's see. Let's start from right here. Early in the morning hours of June 13, 2025, Mr. Kelly awoke. He felt faint. He was dizzy. He started to see black spots in his vision. Mr. Kelly tried to get up, but fell to the ground. He crawled to the door of the cell and lost conscious. He was placed on a gurney, according to a filing from his attorney and obtained by Fox Digital News. At the hospital, Mr. Kelly learned that he had been administered an overdose of quantity of his medications that threatened his life, and he required hospitalization for 2 days to treat it. That's scary there. And like I said, I'm just making an example because I have a family member that's locked up in North Carolina, and he got with me, was like, look, and so what I can do, I can call that nurse directly. I started calling her directly down at the prison, and it worked and it helped. You know what I'm saying? Where he said, hey, cuz, they bring him my medicine. They gave me my medicine or whatever, and it helped. He's not in a situation like R. Kelly. And where R. Kelly has an attorney that's let me blow that up. Well, he has an attorney that's making sure he's straight, putting the word out, to the public, saying, hey man, they mistreating R. Kelly in there. You got some people I seen today said that R. Kelly is doing this on purpose, and oh, that's a good one or whatever. And yeah, he tried. And I don't know if they saying, hey, he's trying to unalive himself though. And I would like to ask, like, how? So do he got a key to the medication card or something where he can go in there and get it? Because when they come around, the nurse will come around with the medication card and give it to you and make you open your mouth, lift up your tongue and all of that. And that's what family member was letting me know how they do when it comes to that type of medication. And the medication, from my understanding, I think it's for like blood clots. R. Kelly is dealing with blood clots in his leg from the beginning. From my understanding, it was a blood clot that he was already dealing with when he was in Chicago, and now with him down in North Carolina at the prison, down at the prison. And hey man, this for his family, his friends, yeah, this is concerning. And I'm looking like, bruh, they, hey, this right here don't look good. He really has to get those blood clots situated. And from my understanding, reading articles and stuff this morning and over in the morning, saying that the people at Duke University said that the guy needed surgery. Sometimes allegedly he needed surgery to get that taken care of, because you cannot play around with blood clots in your lung and in your legs. That the prison refused and took him back to the prison, I think like an hour later after saying that, allegedly. And that's another thing that's concerning and kind of scary, because a blood clot is nothing to play around with. But listen, let me know in the comment section what you think. Like I say, I'm just reporting and analyzing, pinpointing certain little things. And, I experienced sort of almost what he going through with a family member, because I had a family member had an open heart while he was locked up. And so he's on different blood thinners and different medications like that. And at times he felt he wasn't getting the proper treatment, especially when we had that pandemic. And that's when I really became his power attorney, back when the pandemic came around, because they were shutting stuff down. So I wanted to make sure if they had to send an Uber up to the hospital to get my cousin's medicine brought to the prison, they got it done. So but this right here, hey man, hey, hopefully they can, get this guy back to the hospital and get those blood clots taken care of, because that is serious right there. And I don't know, and we all heard about and hear the rumors, these people want this guy's masters, and we know that he went for his masters also. And I don't need no one to come in here trying to explain to me about R. Kelly's past, what he's done or whatever. Hell no, I have not been under a rock. I'm just simply analyzing, breaking down simply what I see here, which is that overdose. Like what the hell? So the prison, y'all, like, huh? How do you as a nurse administer too much medicine? It's just weird though. And not taking up for anyone, but damn, some heads need to roll. Somebody might need to get in trouble for giving this guy too much medication and things. And you can unalive a person, do all types of crimes or whatever, but at the end of the day, you still have rights in the prison. Okay, you still have rights where you got to get proper medical care also. But as we know these days, the prison system can be a damn challenge. And with me, that's why hell, I stay I get out, get what I need to do, and get on back and get somewhere and sit the hell down. Other than that, I'm gonna get up out of here. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. With the R. Kelly breaking news, R. Kelly rushed to the hospital, alleged overdose by the prison. And I'm familiar with that prison down there. If I'm not mistaken, my uncle was in there, so it's a trip to hear that. So other than that, I'm gonna get up out of here. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. All right. Hang that phone up. I'm out.